You are now listening to the Visit El Paso podcast, official podcast of Destination El Paso. I'm your host, Christy Couture, and this is episode 11 for April 2014. Welcome back to the Visit El Paso podcast. In this episode, we interview Christina Snodgrass, Event Marketing Manager for El Paso Live, the venue management division for Destination El Paso. We'll talk to her about the upcoming free music series Al Fresco Friday, along with Cool Canyon Nights and Movies in the Canyon, so stay tuned. Lots of big events happen in El Paso during March. The Franklin Mountains Poppy Festival, Sun City Sci-Fi, Celebrate Segundo Barrio, the Downtown Kids Palooza, and Siglo de Oro Drama Festival. These are just a few of the events that happen in March, and that's the goal of this show, to show you what El Paso has to offer and how you can experience some real adventure in the Sun City. Make sure to subscribe to this show on SoundCloud, Mixcloud, iTunes, or Stitcher Radio. Our episodes are even available on our YouTube channel. In addition to our main podcast, we also have the History Vault, a show where I interview a local expert about a time in El Paso's history. Last month in March, history journalist Jackson Polk gave us a great overview of El Paso history. And next week, we'll be hearing about the history of the first Thanksgiving, which actually happened here in San Elizario. Stay tuned, folks. Your April is about to get even more exciting. Let's go ahead and chat with Christina about all the free fun that El Paso Live has lined up for the summer.
My name is Christina Oswald. I do event marketing management for El Paso Live in downtown El Paso. We manage the Abraham Chavez Theater, the Plaza Theater, the Convention Center, and as well McKellican Canyon Amphitheater.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, we have a lot of facilities. We manage a total of 8, actually.
Not only that, but you guys also bring a whole lot of events into El Paso.
It's very true. You know, sometimes people don't realize, but every week we can have 10 to 15 events, and in the summer when it gets really busy, we can have up to 5 or 6 events in one day. So we're busy all the time with things going on.
Right, and a lot of the events that you guys hold in the summertime are free, and that's what we're talking about today, namely Al Fresco Fridays, Movies in the Canyon, and Cool Canyon Nights.
That's correct, you know, and yeah, in the summertime we have so many great things to offer people, and as you mentioned, we can start off with Al Fresco Fridays, and this is a free music series that we offer to people. We are now in our 12th season of it, so it's been going on for a long time. And this happens every single Friday night. And one unique thing about it this year is we've changed the location of it. It used to be at Arts Festival Plaza next to the Plaza Theater, but this year we're actually holding it at the Convention Center Plaza, which is directly in front of the Convention Center and by the Abraham Chavez Theater.
That's a really beautiful area with that real colorful canopy.
Definitely, and something that'll be great about this year is that canopy is going to provide shade for everyone. We know it's pretty hot on Friday nights, but that's going to provide extra shade for everyone to enjoy the music. And this Alfresco Fridays is going to be kicking off on May the 2nd, and the band we're going to feature on May the 2nd is Sorry About Your Sister.
Oh, that's a really good band.
Yeah, definitely. We've not had them before on Alfresco Fridays, so we're excited to have them. A good way to kick off the season.
Good. And what was the reason behind the venue change?
The venue changed because there's going to be some construction going on Arts Festival Plaza, so this way we won't be disturbed by anything, and they're actually going to be tearing up some of the concrete, so there wouldn't be a place to be over there, so that's why we're going to the Convention Center Plaza this year.
Very cool. And can you tell us a little bit more of maybe some of the expected changes that might be happening to the Arts Festival Plaza?
I think on Arts Festival Plaza, they're just going to make sure it looks a little bit more tidy. There were some places where people might have noticed some of the bricks might be coming up, and all that will be taken care of. So cosmetically, it'll look a lot better, and I think structurally, it'll be a lot more sound.
Nice. Okay. And how many bands are you expected to book for Al Fresco Fridays?
So for Al Fresco Fridays, we're going to be having 19 different bands perform. It's going to be from May 2nd all the way through September 19th. And these 19 bands, we have a different array of all things. A lot of people, their favorite is Funky Mungle. And Funky Mungle is going to be playing on August 29th. I know that'll be a big one. And also the last band of our season on September 19th will be a Zukar. So we got just a lot of different bands, a lot of variety, country or rock, have it all. We have Cool Canyon Nights, and that happens out at McKellican Canyon Amphitheater, and that takes place every Thursday evening. So on Thursday night when you go up to the canyon, Town Square Media, they're known as KLAQ or KISS FM, they book all the bands for that event, and we provide the venue. And actually something interesting that they do is they'll book a band that'll play out on the patio area before you go into the amphitheater to watch the main event. So you can come early, get food and drinks with your friend, watch a main opening act, and then you can go into the canyon and watch the larger act.
Wow, and that's a really nice place to have a concert, is the amphitheater.
Definitely, and I've been able to go out there a couple times and watch the shows, and it's so neat, especially like if the sun is setting when you go. Everybody enjoys being out in the amphitheater, and the mountain is the background, and even some of the performers that'll come, they'll often get performers that are not from this area, and so when they come and perform, they always say how much they enjoy performing outside with the beautiful weather and with the mountain as their background. So it's a really cool place to go and watch live music.
Totally. And how long has Cool Canyon Nights been happening now?
Cool Canyon Nights has been happening for about 3 or 4 years, so it's a fairly new music series, but it's really grown a lot, and many people come out to this, and there are loyal fans that come out every single Thursday night and make sure that they're there for these, just since they love going out to the canyon.
Cool. And do you ever have any say in which kind of bands get booked, or is it just completely Town Square Media that decides which bands get placed in Cool Canyon Nights?
You know, sometimes we give them some input, but ultimately it is their decision as to which bands to book. We do book the bands for Al Fresco Fridays, so we leave Cool Canyon Nights to them.
Oh, very nice, very nice. And continuing with the amphitheater, then you've got Movies in the Canyon after that.
Yes, that's correct. Movies in the Canyon is also a great series that we have out at McKellican Canyon Amphitheater. That takes place on Fridays and Saturdays throughout the late summer into the fall. And Movies in the Canyon has been around for about 7 years now. And this is a way for people to come out and watch a free movie in McKellican Canyon Amphitheater. And we always make sure that our movies are family friendly so that people can bring their children with them, their nieces, their grandkids, whomever they would like to bring with them out to the canyon. And it's a wonderful time because a lot of kids will sometimes come in their pajamas. Since it's later and we have to make sure it's dark, we start the movies at dusk. And so a lot of kids will bring blankets and sit out, and we blow up a huge inflatable movie screen, and people can enjoy the movies.
Very nice. Are there any other amenities that you guys offer during Cool Canyon Nights and Movies in the Canyon in the amphitheater?
You know, we have concessions for everybody. And so we'll have, especially for movies, everybody likes to get their popcorn and get their sodas, and of course there are bathrooms available for everybody to use as well up in the canyon. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop for you, whether you're coming to listen to music at Cool Canyon Nights or whether you're coming to watch movies at Movies in the Canyon. We have it all covered for each one.
Cool. And when is Cool Canyon Nights and Movies in the Canyon expected to start?
Cool Canyon Nights will kick up around June and July, and then Movies in the Canyon will start August 15th. So it's a little bit later in the summer. So if you look at all three of the series that we've talked about, it starts with Al Fresco Fridays in early May, then we go into Cool Canyon Nights, and then we merge into Movies in the Canyon. But if you look at them as a whole, we have something going on all weekend long during the summer, with Cool Canyon Nights on Thursdays, Al Fresco on Friday, Movies in the Canyon on Friday and Saturday. So there's always something to do for free in the summertime weekends.
And then there's also Dancing in the City. I know that's not an El Paso Live event, but I know that they'll be using our venues too, right?
Yes, that's correct. There's also Dancing in the City. That's a free event during June and July in the summer. They're also going to be on the Convention Center Plaza, and that as well is a free event where you can come out and learn dance lessons for about an hour. Then you get to dance the night away with the lessons that you've just learned.
It's going to be an exciting summer with free stuff to do, plenty offered from El Paso Live, and people can check you out online, right?
Yes, that's correct. You can go to elpasolive.com for a free listing of all of the events that we have. And as well, you can check us out on Facebook to find out about weekly details of everything going on.
Great. Well, thank you very much for interviewing with us, Christina.
Thanks so much for having me.
You are now listening to the official Visit El Paso podcast. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Visit El Paso TX. Check us out online, www.visitelpaso.com.
There's a lot of movement happening in El Paso, a lot of growth, a lot of new quality of life initiatives, art walks, concerts, musicals, and more. Now, if you agree, you can join the El Paso It's All Good movement by signing up at itsallgoodep.com with your Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn accounts to help spread the digital goodwill about the Sun City. When you join at itsallgoodep.com, you can earn points by using the It's All Good EP hashtag on your social media outlets and share the good stories that we send to you every single month across all of your networks. Just in the last month, our digital ambassador shared stories like Hueco Tanks being ranked as one of the top 10 state and national parks in Texas, the release of a sneak peek trailer of Fort Bliss, a highly anticipated film about a U.S. Army medic, that some of the best nachos in the United States come from the Tap in downtown El Paso, and that our mayor, Oscar Leeser, made a special trip up to New York to talk about all the progress that our city has been making. Now remember, the El Paso It's All Good movement isn't just about social media. It's also a state of mind, a message about all the positive things that we can get excited about in our community. It's not meant to be a brand or a tagline, but it's up to you to help us spread the message about all the good things that El Paso has to offer.
Good.
Good.
Yeah, good.
It's so.
Very good.
Good.
What?
All of it. All of it. So good.
So good.
Good.
Very good. What?
All of it.
Very good.
So good.
So good.
Our people.
Our history.
Our food.
Our city. Our music. Our weather.
Our culture.
Our fun.
El Paso. It's all good.
Help spread El Paso's digital goodwill. Go to itsallgoodep.com.
Elmo, Grover, Abby Kadabi, and their Sesame Street friends welcome Chamki, Grover's friend from India, to Sesame Street in Sesame Street Live, Make a New Friend, happening at the Abraham Chavez Theater, April 17th through April 20th. There's 8 shows lined up, so there's sure to be a time that fits your family schedule. Get your tickets online at elpasolive.com. Indie rocker and the voice of the 90s generation, Beck, will perform at the Abraham Chavez Theater on April 24th at 8 p.m. He's rolled into 2014 with the promise of not one, but 2 highly anticipated albums, so this concert is definitely a can't miss. Get your tickets online as well at elpasolive.com or ticketmaster.com. The El Paso Chihuahuas have already started their season in Tucson and have done exceptionally well so far, but their first game in El Paso will take place on April 28th at the Southwest University Stadium in downtown El Paso. The opening weekend has nearly sold out, so get your tickets now and be a part of this historic opening season at epchihuahuas.com. If you're looking for something exciting and wild with a side of Eurotrance and trap, look no further than SMG Events' presentation of DJ Carnage, a Guatemalan producer on the rise. The show will take place at the Buchanan's Event Center on Friday, April 25th at 9 p.m. Get your tickets online at eventbrite.com. The El Paso Mission Trail Association presents the 25th annual First Thanksgiving on April 26th and 27th in front of the historic San Elizario Chapel in San Elizario, Texas. The 2-day free event features historical reenactments of the Mass and Feast of Thanksgiving celebrated on April 30th, 1598 by Spanish explorer Don Juan de Oñate. More than that, the event has great food, music, dancing, rides for the kids, arts and crafts for the whole family, and more. Again, that's April 26th and 27th in San Elizario, Texas. Be a part of the history. These are just a few of the can't miss events for the month, but there are dozens more going on in El Paso this month, so make sure to stop by any of our visitor information centers in downtown El Paso, Fort Bliss, or the El Paso International Airport. We've also got a really special pop-up gallery at our downtown visitor center right now. Art made by the El Paso Zoo animals themselves, so check it out. Also, make sure to log on to visitelpaso.com and browse through our blog, itineraries, listings, and master calendar. There's always something to do in the Sun City, and now, more than ever, it's all good. Before we end the show, take a moment to subscribe to the Visit El Paso podcast on the show aggregator of your choice. We're on them all: SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Stitcher Radio, iTunes, even YouTube. In every episode, I spotlight some local music for you to discover, and this month, the featured band is Radio La Chusma, who will be performing during Al Fresco Fridays on May 9th here at the Convention Center Plaza. The name of this track is Rasta Mexica. You can check out more of their music online by going to Reverb Nation or facebook.com/Radio La Chusma. Let us know what you think. Till next time, enjoy.
Para que la gente grita, grita, grita. Para que la gente brinca, brinca, brinca. Para que la gente entienda la mezcla de la música estilo Rasta Mexica. A new reggae rhythm you can bounce to, with the cumbia and corrido from the old school. Say, en no babosada como el reggaetón, cargamos la palabra para todo el montón. Mensaje positivo que cantamos en Spanglish, en English, en Spanish, it's a border tongue sandwich. Para que la gente grita, grita, grita. Para que la gente brinca, brinca, brinca. Para que la gente entienda la mezcla de la música estilo Rasta Mexica. Misma cosa de thing en la cocina. Yo lo echo de todo cuando haga mi comida. Tambores de África, guitarras españoles. Yo como mi hamburger con arroz y frijoles. Sangre indígena, respeto a la tierra, viviendo en armonía con la naturaleza. Para que la gente grita, grita, grita. Para que la gente brinca, brinca, brinca. Para que la gente entienda la mezcla de la música estilo Rasta Mexica.
Estilo mestizo, es la papa con el huevo cuando echas el chorizo. Está rico, con chilito que te pica, mija. No llores cuando echas la cebolla, muñequita.
Pa' toda la gente que andan perdidos en la frontera de México, Estados Unidos. Maridos, donde desaparecen las mujeres. Si te metes en pedos, al rato te mueres. Para que la gente grita, grita, grita. Para que la gente brinca, brinca, brinca. Para que la gente entienda la mezcla de la música estilo Rasta Mexica. We a go shout, shout, we a go jump, jump, we a go jam, dance in the party in the club, club. We a go shout, shout, we a go jump, jump, ragamuffin, Latin reggae, rubber dub, dub. I'm missing some of them black and some of them white and some of them pink and brown. Some of them living in the city, some of them living out of town. All the people gather around, come and say what to throw it down. Radio La Chusma sound. We a go shout, shout. We are go jump, jump. We are go jam. That's in the party in the club, club. We are go shout, shout. We are go jump, jump. Ragamuffin, Latin reggae, rubber dub, dub. Estilo mestizo es la papa con el huevo cuando echas el chorizo. Está rico con chilito que te pica, mija. Y no llores cuando echas la cebolla, muñequita. Pa' toda la gente de Chuquito, pa' todas las bebitas, pa' todos los rubitos que siguen bailando, que siguen gozando.